10, 9, ignition sequence start, 6.
Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update of everything that's happening in the Rocket Pool community. My name is Wack. Today is October 31st, and we've got a quick episode for you all today. So let's get started here with an announcement of a new episode of Launchpad. Of course, those of you who've been watching Rocket Fuel for a while, you know that Launchpad is an interview series that I do with people who are either in the Rocket Pool community or who are building DeFi integrations, protocols, whatever that is somehow aligned with Rocket Pool or integrating Rocket Pool's RETH or RPL. Well, today's episode here was with Ken, who most of you will know is a rocket scientist. He's also a GMC member. He's been in the Rocket Pool community for nearly 3 years now, actually. And he is an invaluable contributor to research and just all sorts of great stuff like support and everything else as well. So, this was a wonderful chat that I had with Ken. And it basically covered his whole life story from like early childhood, from elementary school all the way through to today, and going a few years into the future as well, of what his plans are for himself and for Rocket Pool. So this was a really, really wonderful chat. And Ken, of course, most people know him as like one of the nicest, most upstanding guys in the Rocket Pool community. So I think you'll all really enjoy listening to this episode. I really enjoyed recording it, and I'm really happy to share it with you all. So definitely go and check that out if you are at all curious. Okay, next we have this protocol update from Maverick here. Maverick, who says, "Hey everyone, believe it or not, it's now been 12 months since the last full GMC member selection, which means it's time for you to vote on who will comprise the next committee." And then there's a link to the vote. So let's go have a look and see what's going on with the vote right now. So here it says that the 2023 GMC, and this is going to finish on November 10th. So far we have Joe is in the lead with 945 votes. Ken is in second with 787 votes. I'm in third with 780 votes. And then after that we have RPL Maxi, Looking for Owls, Dondo, Epineph, Dr. Doofus, Rocknet, Destroyer, and Feeling Good, Feeling Great, who's Kent. So, we've got a nice little roster here. And I voted, but I said that my vote is subject to change. And Joe currently has not voted yet. And I don't think Ken has voted either. So those are a few of the big voting delegates who haven't voted yet. But, I think the top 5 or 6 are pretty much locked in. And then, maybe the top, I think the top 5 are locked in pretty much. And after that, maybe there can be a little bit of swing. But, this was the official announcement from the team. It's for you to go and vote. And then also over here, there's an announcement saying we'll have 3 calls upcoming this week, starting out with OpenUX in just under 24 hours. So that call already happened, followed by a regular community call hosted by Jasper, then the tokenomics chat with Nethermind. As always, you can check out the dates, times for your time zone in the events section of Discord, and we hope to see you there. So one of the things that happened was, of course, it was the survey from OpenUX that I covered on Rocket Fuel last week. However, they still would like more people to respond to the survey. And as I told you all last week, there's the chance of you getting $80 as USDC as a thank you for your time for providing. So the way it works is you'll take 5 minutes to complete the survey, and then a certain number of people who complete the survey will be selected to take part in the video call, where you'll be asked more questions and kind of asked to explain the contents of your survey. And it says you're fine to have your camera off, and you can remain anonymous to do this. And you'll be getting, if you're selected for that call, then you'll get $80. So I think it's a nice opportunity for you to help Rocket Pool grow and develop, and then also you can make $80, which is about 3 RPL tokens. So, that's not nothing. So get on that. Please answer the survey and provide your feedback so we can all help make Rocket Pool better together. Okay, so next we have this governance digest from Val, who is giving, his, I think, weekly or semi-weekly update on what's everything that's happening in governance. So the first thing is that the GMC selection is live. So we already talked about that. And next is that he has the budget proposal, which is changing allocations and catching up with some mistakes that were made in previous rounds, saying there's promising sentiment that seems clear, and the RPIP needs to match to final, and the vote text is needed. So that's some of the stuff that's left for that. Next, we have the staking rework proposal, which we talked about in great length recently, and I think that was last Monday's episode, or Tuesday's, talked about it for half an hour. So he says that the RPIP needs to march to the final, and it's been getting review. The vote text is drafted and needs to be finalized. And then he says allow mini pool deposits alongside RPL while under the minimum. And he says the RPIP is final, the vote text is ready, and it will be included alongside something else to minimize the number of times the users will actively need to put on their voting hats. And then it says there's a proposal to organize governance decisions better, especially for repeat decision categories. And then there's, I guess that's still in the process where you can provide more information. And then as well, it says that the inflation will be changing soon as per the earlier vote, which is of course, the ODAO charter and the PDAO charter is going through and the inflation adjustment is being approved. So that the next change in inflation will be happening with the next rewards period. And then it says, let me know if I've missed anything and I'm happy to add. So, yeah, that's a kind of the governance update here, and all of these links that Val has posted in the digest. If you click on any of those, you'll be able to get more information about what the proposals are, what kind of discussions happened on them, and then you kind of know where they stand as well now. So thanks, Val, for putting that together. Okay, next we had some big action happening in the events channel yesterday, where a node operator was winding down, it seems like, their nodes, and they withdrew a whole lot of ETH and closed down, I think, hundreds of validators and unstaked their RPL. So the consequence of that is that the deposit pool now is significantly overflowing. It's overflowing to the point that we have 25,432 ETH in there, which is above the maximum of 18,000. Of course, the maximum of 18,000 is just for minting max. However, the actual deposit pool can go above that when people exit their validators and the deposit pool is full. At that point, it will go into the deposit pool and act as an overflow. So that's kind of where we are now. Now, the consequence of this is that even though there's ETH there, you can't use the ARB function anymore, because when even though there's a premium at the moment on the secondary market of like 0.1%, I think, somewhere around there, the problem that we get is by spinning up a validator that you're not creating any empty space in the deposit pool to be able to buy the RETH and selling it on the secondary market to make that profit for yourself. So what you get here is, there's an overflowing deposit pool and there's no way to premium the ARB. So we just have to wait for people either to burn RETH, which I don't know if they will or not, or for people to spin up validators to eat that excess ETH, knowing that they won't get any premium or anything like that. So that's kind of where we stand right now with the deposit pool. So it might really stunt growth for the next few days, potentially even weeks, as that gets eaten into. And as you say over here, right now there's enough ETH in there for 1,589 16 ETH validators, 1,059 8 ETH validators, or 794 credit mini pools. So there's a whole lot of ETH in the deposit pool, and we really need LEP4s to come so we can get all that eaten up. And Stader can go down from 4 to 2 potentially. So I don't know why Rocket Pool's not. No, I'm just kidding. Let's move on from that to this next point here. So Schifrin, as the GMC administrator, made a forum post nearly 2 weeks ago saying that there's a proposal to add the administrator to the multisig wallet, and we thought that was going to be fixed, because Object was saying that there's a way of having the administrator interact with the wallet in a way that kind of fulfills the requirements, but also doesn't need to be an active wallet member. It turns out that that didn't work out, and you can read the forum to get more information about that. But then now the discussion has been about whether or not we should add Schifrin to the wallet, and whether or not we should how we can get Schifrin to have the functionality of being on the wallet without maybe being on the wallet if we can avoid it. So because of course they add as a security issue for Schifrin, who's non-elected PDAO member, to be on the wallet, which is designed for elected members. So that is kind of hashing out in the forum right now. So go ahead and give your opinions on that if you are all curious about that. You can go and give that a read and give your opinion on that. Okay, next we had this update from Roots.eth, who's part of Long Island blockchain, who's been working with Ramana. And here Roots says that RocketSplit is deployed to Haleshki. The front end is up at test.rocketsplit.xyz. And the Roots says using this message to create a thread to reference on forum and gather testing feedback. So if we have a look, so far there've not been too many comments here, just from Ramana and Direct, who's with Long Island blockchain as well, and just asking some questions about how it's like wallet connection and stuff like that. But then you can also have a look at the forum, where there's a little bit more information from Long Island blockchain that tells you about what's going on. So it says, there's an open call for RocketSplit testers on Haleshki. It says, hello everyone, we've got an open invite for RocketSplit testers here, and there's a website. And then we're producing some videos of our own and testing and demonstrating the features along with you here. And then there's a YouTube address. It says that RocketSplit was submitted a grant. We already know all of that. And it says that RocketSplit's purpose is it will create a custom designed smart contract to operate as the withdrawal address of a validator that will split the incoming rewards of that validator out to parties, node operator and the funding partner. There are 3 types of testers that they're looking for: light, medium and heavy. Haleshki reward cycles process daily, so testing cycles can go quickly. So it says if you're a light user, you don't need to have a validator running. What will happen is someone will change the withdrawal address to your however we can set the withdrawal address of a Haleshki node to that Long Island blockchain is hosting to a light tester's wallet. This will enable you to use the claim and withdraw functions. If you're interested in becoming a light tester, reply in this thread and contact us on Discord. And then it says medium tester. So this is a person who has validators on Haleshki, and they can do complete end-to-end testing. So you can set up a new marriage, design the agreement parameters, use the claim and withdraw functions, and exit the validators for final settlement. And then if you're heavy testers as well, it says if you're familiar with creating local forked environments using tools like Foundry, not only can you complete end-to-end testing, but you can also do unit testing to ensure mathematical calls of all the software are correct. And it says that Schifrin has graciously offered to create a POAP for all volunteer testers, and they'll collect feedback on the Discord channel in the thread, or you can send an email to Craig at longislandblockchain.org or Nick at longislandblockchain.org, and then there's some additional links where you can go and read the information. But this, I think, is a really nice tool that I think will help the community a lot. So if you have a little bit of time, and if you don't mind helping Ramana and the Long Island blockchain guys with some testing, then you can reach out to them via email, on the forum, or on Discord, where the links of all of that is in the description of this media below. And finally, we have this update from CoinLedger. CoinLedger are a crypto tax service, and they said that they've just launched. So they've got a new, they've shipped their newest integration with Rocket Pool, and all users can track staking rewards and generate tax forms in one click. So the way it works, I presume, is that you connect your wallet, and then you connect your wallet, and then you import your wallet address. I'm just looking at what's happening on the screen right now, and then with that wallet address you can see that there's stuff happening with Rocket Pool, and I think that is like your node address pretty much that you can do it with. So I've not used CoinLedger before. I've never interacted with that service, so I can't give you any advice about its security or anything like that. So please proceed with your own risk. But it's a nice little tool. I'm not sure how much it costs or anything like that. So if you're curious about using it, you're welcome to poke around. But I'm not offering any official endorsement or anything like that. And of course, I've not been paid for this as well. So on that note, I'm going to end today's episode. Thank you all for watching, listening, and being part of the Rocket Fuel community. And tomorrow's episode will have the raffle for October, which is really exciting. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.